What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. First and foremost, I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend, but as you guys know, last week on Friday, we finally wrapped up the new look rebuild series. We did all 30 teams, so if you've not seen any of those videos, make sure to check out the playlist on the channel. But now we're probably going to dive into the My NBA eras for the rest of 2K24. Which obviously 2K25 is literally coming out next week, so we won't be on 2K24 for much longer, but we're going to be starting in the LeBron era, I believe it's called. So LeBron era, we're going to be starting with my favorite team, that being the Portland Trailblazers, back when they had Brandon Roy and LaMarcus Aldridge. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. Also, feel free to comment down below any of the throwback rebuilds you want to see that are on the My NBA eras, because I am down to do whatever you guys suggest. If that means doing the 2011 Oklahoma City Thunder like I've done in pretty much every 2K lately, we can do that. Lob City Clippers, I'm down for anything. Make sure to comment down below what you guys want to see, and make sure to drop a like on the video, of course. That way I know you guys are enjoying these videos, different type of content. So as I said, we're doing the Portland Trailblazers. This is back when they had LaMarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy, fresh Greg Oden, and as we guys know, or as we all know, what happened with this roster is Oden got hurt, Brandon Roy eventually got hurt as well, and the team was just never the same. And then of course they eventually went on to draft Damian Lillard, and the rest, as we all know, follow suit. Aldridge eventually leaves to go to the Spurs. So we're going to go ahead and try to stop all that. Now, we're probably not going to get Damian Lillard with this roster, but we're going to take a look at the rotation for year number one. So we got Andre Miller, Brandon Roy, Nicholas Batum, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Marcus Camby, which all looks good to me, with Wesley Matthews, Greg Oden, Rudy Fernandez, and Patty Mills. This is actually a damn good team right out of the gate, which is kind of exciting. So for year number one, we're probably just going to go ahead and assimilate the season and see how this team does. And we'll make our changes after the season, of course. Maybe we decide to stop the trade deadline. I'm not 100% sure. We look at the proficiency. It is 3.5 at balance. We could be pace and space, which is Nate McMillan's preferred system right now. We're just going to go ahead and move this to a balanced system. So we're going to go to a balanced system. We're going to assimilate year number one. We're going to see how this Portland Trailblazers team does without me touching anything. And I'm excited to see. And one other thing I want to look at was shot tendency. So I'm going to move Brandon Roy shot tendency up, and Aldridge, of course. We're going to move those guys shot tendency up. And then Batum's can slightly go up as well. And I think that looks good. So we're going to go ahead. Let's simulate year one, and let's see how this Blazers roster does. Today's video is brought to you by two softwares designed to help you beat the sports books and become a much profitable sports bettor. We're starting on Daily Grind Fantasy's Optimizer. So if you're looking for quick plays on Prize Picks, Underdog, or any other of those DFS apps, having a tool like this is insanely clutch, because as you can see, we got Natasha Cloud, WNBA play, over 5.5 assists right in front of us. And as you can see, you have some books listing this at 6.5. So clearly we're getting a really good price at 5.5 on Prize Picks. FanDuel is juicing, obviously the over on 5.5 as well. Same thing with Bovada. So we know this is a profitable play to plug in on Prize Picks long term. And another tool I absolutely love is OddsJam's Positive EV tool. While they also have a fantasy optimizer, they have a EV tool that focuses on, traditional sports books. So as you can see on Jackson Merrill, over 1.5 player hits. Now, of course, this is still somewhat of a long shot play, but as far as the EV is concerned, as you can see, we are getting the best price. If we wanted to bet Jackson Merrill over 1.5, you'd be getting the best price at plus 185. It wouldn't make any sense to go to like Sleeper and bet it at plus 133. You would be getting a terrible price for doing that. So, and then you also can look at Philadelphia Phillies, which this play has actually changed. So as you can see, this was at minus 160 at one point. It has moved down to minus 190. So things like that happen all the time because the books know they're off price. Books try to set their own prices, which is why there's so much discrepancies across the market. And last but not least, if you're not signed up for Prize Picks, right now is a really good time. They have a free square on Caleb Williams at the moment. NFL is right around the corner. Then NBA after that will be there. So it's a great time for sports. All four major sports will be going on at the same time. Make sure to check out Prize Picks in both the softwares. Links are down in the description below. Prize Picks will match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100 when you use code Crushables. And then on the OddsJam and DGF softwares, they give you a percentage off when you use my code as well. Same thing, Crushables. So make sure, or actually, I think OddsJam is just a link down in the description below. And then, just the link. Sorry, you don't have to use code Crushables. That's only on Prize Picks. So make sure you check them out. Links down in the description below. Other than that, let's get back to the video. So after simulating year number one, we were pretty damn good, but Russell Westbrook is your MVP. Finally, don't get to see Luka Doncic every video winning MVP. Marcus Cousins, Rookie of the Year. Manu Ginobili, Sixth Man. Dwight Howard, Defensive Player. Russ also wins Most Improved, and Phil Jackson, Coach of the Year, and Justin Taylor is your Executive. So here's your All-NBA first team. Be curious. I'm interested to see if we get any Blazers representatives here. So so far, no and no. So no All-NBA Blazers or anything like that. Here's All-NBA first team, All Defensive second team, All Rookie first team, and All Rookie second team as Greg. Or sorry, not Why? Greg Monroe. I don't know why I felt the need to point that out. I don't know why I looked at that and immediately thought of obviously Greg Oden. I guess because just Greg. But yeah, that was Greg Monroe, not Greg Oden. So let's take a look at the stats, though. If we take a look at the player stats, he had 20 from LaMarcus Aldridge, 20 from Brendan Roy, 15 from Nicholas Batum, 12 from Andre Miller, 12 from Wesley Matthews, and then 10 and 12 from Greg Oden, which is nice. So also had 2 blocks. So yeah, that's cool. But do we go on to win the championship is the question. No play-in tournament, of course, in this era. So we do get to play the Carmelo Anthony Nuggets, which should be fun. So J.R. Smith, Chauncey, I believe this is the free agency where Carmelo went to go play for the Knicks, right? Where he's a free agent. I'm assuming he declined that player option and just signed with the Knicks in free agency. Or no, he didn't. They traded for him. What am I talking about? That was the deadline they traded for him. They didn't wait till free agency. I'm tripping. So let's see if we can beat this Nuggets team, though. Someone in current round against the Denver Nuggets, and we did win game 1, and we're up 3-1 on them, and we are going to beat them in 6, maybe? No. Oh, yeah, we do. We beat them in 6, and now we get to go play the Kobe Bryant Lakers. So, Steve Blake, Kobe, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom, Pau Gasol, Shannon Brown, Matt Barnes, Derek Fisher. Obviously, this is going to be a very tough series, but let's see if we can get lucky and maybe get past the Lakers here. So, game 1 goes to them. Game 2, we even it up, though. Game 3, 2-1 goes to them. We even it up. So we are right in the thick of things. We're down 3-2, though. And now we need to start simcasting. So let's see if we can force the game 7 back in LA. That'd be kind of exciting if we could do that. I did not expect to be this good right away, but I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. And it looks like we are going to force a game 7. So we are going to a game 7 in LA. 34 from Aldridge, 20 from Batum, and 19 from Brendan Roy. But can we come out here and win this game 7 to advance to the conference finals in year 1? That'd be kind of exciting, especially beating the Kobe Bryant Lakers. That'd be pretty damn cool. Pretty good accomplishment, and it looks like we might just be doing that. So we do beat them, and we're going on to the conference finals, but now we run into the Russell Westbrook, Harden, Durant Thunder, which, of course, is going to be a tough task in itself. So I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this team. This is going to be very tough to do, but I'm glad we made it this far at the very least. So let's see if we can maybe get her done. So game 1, we do win 1-0. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3, 2-1. Even though, so okay, you know what? We're fighting, and I was going to say, the Thunder are usually the team that gives you problems in the modern era nowadays, and there's still going to be problems in this era too, which is kind of fun. But let's see if we can beat them in Game 5. We aren't going to. So the fact we made it this far, though, like I said, super exciting. So can we come out here and win this massive, massive Game 6 to force a Game 7? It doesn't look like we're going to roll over and die here. I think we have forced a Game 7. So the fact that we're going head-to-head with this Thunder team is really damn cool. But are we going to be able to... even if we get past the Thunder, we get to go deal with the LeBron James Miami Heat. So, like, I don't know. We'll see. This is going to be a tough series, though. So, here we go. There goes nothing. Game 7. We do start on the first quarter pretty hot. I mean, if we can keep knocking down the ball, we are going to go to the finals, which is crazy in year 1. And it's going to be a close one because I think they could... I think we did it, though. We are going to win Game 7, and we are going to the NBA Finals in year 1. That's pretty exciting. So... 2 Game 7s, 1 in a row, but now we draw the Miami Heat. So, of course, the Miami Heat, I don't know if we'll be able to beat this team. But the fact we made it this far, like I said, is still extremely exciting. So, here goes nothing. Game 1. We win Game 1, so I don't know. Do we win a championship in year 1? We'll see. And 2-1? 3-1? Wow. I did not expect to win a championship in year 1, but we did just that. So, just like that, LaMarcus Aldridge is your Finals MVP. What a way to start this freaking video, man. We haven't even done anything just yet. We won a championship in year 1. We beat some damn good teams like the Kobe Bryant Lakers, Ross James Harden Durant Thunder, the LeBron James, Dwayne Wade Bosch Miami Heat. I don't know how we did it. I know depth-wise we have a damn good team, but man, I was not expecting that. So, exciting stuff. We'll see if we go back-to-back, though. So, we got quite a few retirements here. So, let's go straight to probably historic changes because this is always cool to look at. So, adopt an incremental luxury tax, changing the logo of the Wizards, changing the logo of the Knicks. Okay, let's go to lottery. So the lottery isn't going to matter for us, I don't believe. I'm pretty sure. I think it's like next year where the Blazers trade Gerald Wallace to the, I think it was to the Nets for their pick, which obviously ended up being Damian Lillard in the 2012 draft class. So we got, obviously the old odds here is as Cavs get number 1. So they're going to be able to have the ability to draft Kyrie Irving like they did in real life. So that's kind of fun. So let's go to staff signing and let's see. So obviously I think we keep this all the same, even though we have pretty much nobody. We have Buck Williams and Nate McMillan. So I'm going to fill out this coaching staff and I'll see you guys in draft night. We'll be, kind of looking at the draft to see where guys go in this rebuild. So let's jump straight into this draft and let's kind of see where guys go. So number one, do the Cavs take Kyrie? They take Derek Williams. Okay, very interesting. So Kyrie Irving goes to the Bobcats this time around. Kawhi's going to the Raptors early in his career. Of course, he eventually got traded there to go win a championship. Kemba Walker goes to Sacramento. Minnesota's going to Nikola Vucevic. Marcus Morris to the Wizards. Didn't he go there? No, obviously eventually got there, but he wasn't drafted there. Clay to the Jazz. Okay, you got Phoenix going Jimmer Fredette. All right. Brandon Knight to the Clippers. You got Bojan to the Pistons. We won't watch all of this. Thompson, I just watched the lottery. Kenneth Faried to the Bucks. Enes Kanter to the Hornets, and then Alec Burks to the Nets. Okay, very interesting. All right, so let's see what we can get. So we have Corey Joseph, we have Davis Bertans. We have, some of these guys are auto-generated, of course, so I'm not, some of these I'm really not recognizing. So as far as the guys I recognize, it's either between Corey Joseph or Davis Bertans. So neither one of them are going to have like a ceiling or anything like that. So I think I'll go Corey Joe. So welcome to Portland, Corey Joseph. We have a late second round pick. And at this point, I think it's just all, kind of auto-generated guys. So we'll just go ahead and leave that the way it is. So Derek Williams ends up being an 80 out of the draft. Kawhi only has 76, which is interesting. But Corey Joseph, and then we got Richard Blake in round 2. But since he's not real, I'm not going to sign him. Corey Joseph will accept player options, Batum, Andre Miller, and Rudy Fernandez, accepting all of those. And then qualifying offers, Greg Oden. I think, very clear. We probably want to bring him back. Okay. So, of course, free agency. This is going to be a free agency class where we don't have money to spend. So, that's fine because we kind of have a team locked in. So, Andre Miller, $7 million. Got Corey Joseph. We just drafted Rudy Fernandez and also Brandon Roy. We have Wesley Matthews and Nicholas Batum. And we got LaMarcus and we got Marcus Camby. So, I don't mind what our roster is kind of looking like right now. I wouldn't mind upgrading our point guard spot from Andre Miller just because clearly at 35 years old, maybe we should move on from that. He was pretty solid last year. 12 and 10. So really love what I'm seeing out of him. Fernandez, Wesley Matthews looks good. And then once we bring back Greg Oden, that'll look good too. So what can we sign in free agency is the question. So we have the ability to sign like a Glenn Davis or something like that. We're going to get Greg Oden back. So get Mike Denlevy, Matt Barnes, James Jones. What about point guards? We got Aaron or that shooting guard. Sorry, TJ Ford or Aaron Brooks or Chalmers. So I mean, TJ Ford wouldn't be too bad. Aaron Aflalo, played in Portland for half a season. I remember we traded for him. That really didn't lead to anything. DeQuan Cook. Okay, so I think we're gonna go ahead and start off with just trying to see if we can get something for Andre Miller. So we're gonna throw Andre Miller and CJ Hagan in a trade and see what that leads to. I don't know if that will lead to anything, but we'll try. So Evan Turner, who signed with the Blazers eventually on a very bad contract that one offseason where everybody got paid. Jermaine O'Neal, DeAndre Jordan. So DeAndre Jordan would be exciting, but we don't really need a center. Trevor Ariza is interesting. Played with the Blazers too at one point. Danilo Gallinari is kind of cool. Lamar Odom. I'm mainly looking for a point guard in return, but I don't know if we're going to find that. So Greg Monroe. A lot of decent offers here, but, not really what I'm looking for. So Darrell Wright, played in Portland as well at one point. JaVale McGee. So a lot of good center options, but nothing what I was really looking for. So I don't know. Maybe we just keep Andre Miller for another season. Hope he doesn't regress too much. So at this point, we want to see, we're not going to renounce Greg Oden, of course. We want to bring him back. Cunningham, Patty Mills are both about to be free agents. If I can bring all those guys back, that'd be kind of the ideal thing to do. So Greg Oden's getting an offer, of course, going to match that. So I'm not going to renounce everybody, but we're going to match Greg Oden's offer, keeping him around. And then do we just sign like a TJ Ford, I guess, or do we want to go somewhere else with this? So Corey Joseph will probably be sent to the G League. We basically need a power forward or a point guard. So who do we want? Do we want to sign TJ Ford, or do we want to sign like Glenn Davis? That is the ultimate question. Kwame Brown, Carl Landry, Reggie Evans. I'm going to go with the guard spot just because I feel like we might end up trading for one anyway. So I'm going to sign Aaron Brooks. I'm not going to sign TJ Ford. I'm going to sign Aaron Brooks instead. And that will be our offseason. Nothing too exciting. Let's see what regression, is doing. So kind of figured Andre Miller would regress at this point. Camby's regressing. Greg Oden, 81. Batum is up. Wesley Matthews. So Rudy Fernandez down as well. I might swap Rudy Fernandez and Wesley Matthews position-wise. I think Matthews would be fine at shooting guard. Fernandez would go up probably at the small forward. We're going to somewhat year 2. I will tell you there is a small chance we saw at the trade deadline to see if we can upgrade our point guard spot. Maybe we can trade for 2012. Sorry, I keep saying 2012. 2012 draft pick to draft Damian Lillard again. That'd be kind of funny. But we shall see, what happens. I'm going to go ahead and load a 2012 draft class, and I'll see you guys probably the deadline. So we are stopping the trade deadline as I have a few point guard targets in mind. So first and foremost, I'm looking at Kyle Lowry on the Houston Rockets. I also like the idea of Ronnie Stuckey on the Pistons, and then Chauncey Billups on the Nuggets becomes interesting just because, you know, of course he's the coach in real life, but I don't think he'd be a bad veteran to bring in to try to go for another championship. So I might look at that as well, but I don't know how much these guys' contracts are. So let's go take a look at what those contracts are looking like. So we go to first and foremost Denver's situation. So Denver, Chauncey is making $14 million. So that might be tough to get up to. So we might avoid that. So Rodney Stuckey is making, let's see, he's making $13 million as well. So, ooh, he's actually doing damn good. 24 points per game, 7 assists. Yeah, that'd be really nice to bring in. But, and then Kyle Lowry, I think, is making, yeah, very little. So Kyle Lowry, 11.5 and 7. Honestly, I think he's kind of the guy we need more than those two. I think we have plenty of scoring kind of on the roster right now. So if we could bring in Kyle Lowry to be our new point guard, that'd be exciting. So let's see if we can try to make that happen. I don't know if we'll be able to, but I'm going to try. So that might mean we trade our 2012 draft pick, but we're not going to have the opportunity to draft Damian Lillard anyway. Fortunately, as much as I would love to do that and keep the history going there, but let's see. So if I traded, you know, Andre Miller, who's, you know, having a solid season, 9 and 9, but Andre Miller for Kyle Lowry is not going to get done, of course. So 2012, did I say 2012 again? Dude, I don't know why I keep saying that. 2012 draft pick for Lowry. I don't know if that makes any sense for them. They say no. Okay. Can I throw a player in this trade like Corey Joseph? So I could throw Corey Joseph in this trade. I don't know if he will ever become a huge part of the rotation. So Andre Miller, a 2012 pick, and Corey Joseph for Kyle Lowry, and they do agree. So just like that, we bring in Kyle Lowry to be our brand new point guard in Portland. I really like that upgrade. Probably will continue to progress, I assume, as well, and he's a perfect fit for what we kind of needed. So really like that addition. We're going to go ahead and keep sailing with Lowry joining the roster, and we shall see where we finish up at the end of year 2. So at the end of year number 2, Russell Westbrook is once again MVP. Kyrie's Rookie of the Year. Jordan Farmer is your 6th man. Kevin Garnett, Defensive Player. Ishmis, Most Improved. And Scott Brooks as the Thunder went on to win 70 games. That's not really too surprising to see. I think we might have got our championship out of the way in year 1. I don't know if we'll be able to win another one with the Thunder just looming with Durant, Harden, and Russ. That's going to be really tough to take down, but we'll see if we can maybe do just that. So we got the Clippers in round 1. Of course, they don't have Chris Paul at this point. I believe it's the very next year where they ended up getting him. Of course, that didn't end up happening in the actual 2K simulation. But take a look at the player stats to end off the season, kind of see what that looked like. So you had 20.5 from LaMarcus. You had, 16 from Batum, 20 from Brandon Roy, 12 from Kyle Lowry with 8 assists. So 12 from Wesley Matthews, 11 from Greg Oden with 13 rebounds and almost 3 blocks. So all that's looking fantastic. And Aaron Brooks ended up being pretty solid as well to bring in. So love that. So let's see if we can come out here and beat the Clippers in round 1. So somebody come around against the Clippers, against Blake Griffin, and we are going to have an even series with them. So let's go Simcast Game 5, and let's see if we can come out here and get to the second round. Just like, you know, we are the defending champions currently. The Clippers might have our number here in this Game 5, and just kidding, we actually take it at the end and keep the lead. All right, here we go. Game 6 in Portland in front of our home fans. Let's see if we can close the Clippers out here and go to the round 2. To have the right to go play that stacked Thunder squad, and just like that, we will win round 1. So 28 from Marcus, 26 from Wesley Matthews. But now it is time to see how we match up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. You have a 94 Russ, an 87 Harden, a 97 Durant. Somehow they signed Zach Randolph as well. I think it's because everybody's on a rookie contract. So Durant, I guess Durant's not, but Harden is, and Russ might be. Yeah, so yeah, they had a lot of cap space. Serge Ibaka might be on. Yeah. Yeah, that's why they had so much cap space. So they were able to sign Zebo, which just makes the roster that much more scarier. So yeah, I don't know. This is going to be a tough matchup. Game 1, we do win, though, surprisingly. I did not expect to even win a game in this series, but we win. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4, 3-1, and it looks like that might be all she wrote for us. We're down 3-1 to the stacked Thunder team. Maybe we win another one, but it looks like they're going to blow us out. So yeah, it might be a good thing we got the championship out of the way last year, because the Thunder with that team are going to be very tough to beat. Now, they might lose one of them in free agency. I don't know. The Thunder going to win it all. That's not too surprising to see. Retirements, Jason Kidd, Jerry Stackhouse, Theo are all retiring. Let's go straight to, once again, looking at historic changes. This is cool to look at. So, Brooklyn rebrands, and then Charlotte is going to change their logo as well. All right, so draft lottery time. This isn't going to matter for us because we traded our pick, of course. But yeah, Memphis getting 1. It's always fun to look at, you know, kind of see who goes where. So I believe, yeah, Nate McMillan's a free agent. But outside of that, we don't have a head coach. Okay, or we have everything filled out. So I think I'll bring back Nate McMillan. We've done pretty solid under him, so we'll just bring him back. All right, so let's go to draft night. And let's see what we got going on. So on draft night, we have the 2nd round pick. But I kind of want to see who goes where. So number 1, Anthony Davis is going to Memphis. Number 2 is Damian Lillard is going to Houston. So they trade Kyle Lowry. They tank a little bit, and they get Damian Lillard. So, yeah, of course, it wouldn't have been, you know, if we didn't trade for Kyle Lowry, we would have got Dame. That was not the case. So Andre Miller, having recently turned 36, this looks to be made with eyes towards the future. Absolutely. Austin Rivers going number 3, which is wild. So Beal has not been taken. Do the Rockets get Beal and Dame? No, they take Barnes. That's not bad either. Drummond to Charlotte. Okay, so far Beal has not been taken. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Wow, is Beal never going to get taken? Miles Leonard to Atlanta. Jeremy Lamb to the Bucks. Bradley Beal finally goes to Detroit. That's a good pick for them. Jay Crowder to the Kings. Deion Waiters to the Cavs. And then Draymond Green to the Lakers. Wow. Maybe he can eventually play with LeBron. All right, so let's go to the end because obviously, as we know, the rest of the 2nd round is just kind of auto-generated, so we're not going to worry about that. So CJ Hagan, I guess we can accept that just for an extra salary in a trade potentially. Reed Fernandez and Batum are both free agents, guys. I definitely want to bring back. All right, so let's go to moratorium, and let's see what it's looking like. So we're going to re-sign Batum. We're going to re-sign Fernandez as well. Bring them both back. No questions asked. And we'll see what our options are as far as free agency is concerned. So we have the ability to sign maybe one good player here. So Aaron Brooks, Kyle Lowry, Brandon Roy, Wesley Matthews, Fernandez, Batum, Aldridge, Greg Oden, and Camby. So I guess if there was one position we are lacking, it is a backup power forward. And we have like Sheldon Williams. We got Steve Novak. We got Turif. I don't really know if anybody here makes a lot of sense for us. Kirk Heinrich. But are we just going to literally sit here and not do anything is the question. Because clearly we're not going to be better than the Thunder. I mean, I don't know if there's really a single thing we can do to improve that, though, to be honest with you. So maybe, you know, we got a game on them last year. Let's just go see what player progression is looking like, I guess, and we'll just kind of see what that's looking like. So we do have Camby and Brooks going down. We have Brandon Roy up, Lowry is up, Matthews, Greg Oden all up, which is nice. But, you know, like I said, I don't know, bro. Like, at this point, we maybe just got our one championship out of the way, and we'll just see if we can maybe eventually, which I got to see if the Thunder lost anybody, which we'll look at in just a second. But I got to load this 2013 draft class, and as guys know, these historic draft classes are kind of annoying because 2K has their own, but they're the most dog crap thing you've ever seen because they just, you know, the draft classes suck. I mean, I know they don't have the rights to everybody, but there's just so many auto-generated guys. And I loaded so many of these created draft classes, and some of them still had auto-generated players, even though it says it doesn't. So I'm looking for a specific name that I've used in the last two to see if he has one here for 2013. But for right now, it's not looking like he does. So I'll have to just look at, you know, maybe just go with this one. 36 plus real prospects, I guess. So we'll look at that. Hopefully that ends up being a solid draft class. I don't know. We'll see. So take a look at it. Prospect scouting. At this point, it may not matter. So Giannis, I mean, looks like a bunch of real names to me so far. So we'll roll with it. All right. Let's go in and see what the Thunder looking like. So did they lose anybody? So, no, everybody's still there. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. All right, so let's take a look at the rotation. Proficiency, 3.5 under Nate McMillan still. Lowry, Wesley Matthews, Batum, Aldridge, Greg Oden. Really good starting five. Brandon Roy. Wow, they want Brandon Roy to come off the bench, which is kind of wild. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, Roy is kind of our guy. 20 points per game. I mean, I guess technically that maybe that could make Batum or Matthews expendable if we wanted to go make a trade. I don't think Wesley Matthews is making much, though, if we wanted to trade him. So, I guess he's making $6 million, which is something in this NBA. But, yeah, I can't get behind having Brandon Roy come off the bench. I can't get behind that. So, Matthews will head to the bench, unfortunately. So, yeah, Brandon Roy will be the starter. But, yeah, Brandon Roy, Lowry, that looks a lot better to me. So, we'll do something like that. Let's simulate this season. If I stop at the deadline, I will show you. Maybe we're going to have to. I don't know if we'll have a good trade in line, though. But so far, we're off to a good start. So Russell Westbrook just keeps stacking up the MVP awards as he wins his third one in a row. You got Anthony Davis winning Rookie of the Year. Sixth man goes to Enes Kanter. Dwight's your defensive player. Reggie Jackson most improved. And Scott Brooks, 69 and 13. And Nathan Source is your executive. So I gotta show you all something insanely crazy because we won 60 games, by the way. Just gonna go ahead and point that out right now. And we ended up being the 4th seed. So that is how stacked this conference is right now. So if you take a look at the conference. So, wait. What the hell am I looking at now? Wait. Okay, hold on. Am I just dumb or do I not understand what I'm looking at? 69-13 for the Thunder. Sacramento 49-33. I was about to say, we ended up being the 4th seed in the Western Conference, but we got the 4th seed, or we won 60 games. I was like, okay, this must be a damn good conference then. But now, Sacramento, Memphis was there a rule change I'm not aware of? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's the divisions thing. It has to be that, because Memphis I am so confused. I have no idea why that ended up that way. Was there a rule change I just didn't really pay attention to? I have no idea. Whatever. That's kind of annoying because we could avoid the Thunder if we're the 2nd seed, but I don't know what's going on with that. I've never seen that before in my life. Maybe I'm just dumb. I don't know. Whatever. Am I tripping, or is that something that usually happens? I have no clue. Baron Davis, Gordon, Kenneth Boyd. We beat this team last year, so hopefully we can just kind of do that same thing. So we are down. Just kidding. We're going to get swept. So that's brutal, bro. That's actually insanely brutal. I don't know what I didn't notice. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so the Thunder are probably going to go on and win the championship. They do. No surprise there. All right, so this is probably the final offseason, and we're going to try to make a big move here. I don't know what it's going to end up being, but we're going to do something because I don't know what's going on, but that was very confusing. So staff signing, Nate McMillan, we'll leave that. I mean, we could fire him in theory and go for somebody different. You know what? Let me go for somebody different. We got eliminated round 1. You know, Scott Brooks, who's doing fantastic things with the Thunder. Tom Thibodeau we could bring in. Who else? We got Benjamin Nelson. I'm going to go for Scott Brooks, who has the best ratings, I guess, at this point. So he is going to sign. Scott Brooks, of course, was an assistant coach last year for us. We can get Bickerstaff as well. No, he's not going to sign that. Okay, so Bickerstaff says no, but we can get this guy maybe. And all right, so that's a pretty good damn staff. So that's a good start to the offseason. Now it's time to see if we can make a trade. I don't know if there's going to be a significant trade we can actually make, but since we probably have this final offseason here, we're going to try to do something. So I kind of want to keep these 5 guys. Well, I don't know, because we could start Wesley Matthews. Maybe we could be weird and trade Brandon Roy or Aldridge, but I do like both of them, but neither one of them are going above 85, so I don't know. It's a tough decision to make. We'll see what we end up doing, but we got to make a massive upgrade here. We do have some really good players, but I want to try to see if we can do something to upgrade this roster. So I think I'm going to be doing this trade with the Houston Rockets. It definitely sucks to trade away Wesley Matthews. I'm not going to lie, but the fact that we can get the 4th pick in this draft plus Yao Ming to be our brand new backup 5, I think we got to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this trade with the Rockets. So Wesley Matthews is going to Houston. Like I said, it really sucks to lose Wesley Matthews, but we have our starting 5 locked in, and now we bring in a really good backup center in Yao Ming. So we got 2 guys that obviously had injury problems, but now they are brand new centers. And we're going to see if we get the 4th pick in this draft. So we take a look at what we could potentially get. Yeah, Otto Porter. I guess this was the bad draft class. Imagine Giannis falls to us. That's probably not going to happen, but that would be kind of damn cool. I forgot this was the bad draft class, but you know what? We'll figure it out. So, yo, Giannis, you want to fall to 4? No, he goes to LA. Damn. Number 2 is going to go Steven Adams. Number 3 is going to be Anthony Bennett. Okay, well, I guess we can go ahead and kind of do exactly what, you know, Blazers did in real life. And I guess we could take CJ McCollum. So we could replace Wesley Matthews with CJ McCollum, which is kind of, you know, what ended up happening anyway. So CJ McCollum, welcome back to Portland, my friend. I don't know what his rating's going to be out of this draft class. So it was a 76. I guess Otto Porter's would have been better. But welcome to Portland regardless, CJ McCollum. Player option, CJ Hagan will decline. And then qualifying offers, not worried about any of those guys. So, okay. We replace Wesley with CJ McCollum. And we do have a little bit of money to spend, but nothing crazy. So, we have Lowry, Brandon Roy, CJ, Batum Fernandez, Aldridge, Yao Ming, and Greg Oden. So, we need a backup point guard and a backup power forward. And we should be fine. So, Aaron Brooks, who's been playing here. Or we can go Kirk Heinrich. We also have Sean Williams in free agency, who I think we'll go for first to start things off, because 27-year-old, 77 overall, that's not a bad player to get off your bench. So we'll go with that. I'll bring back Aaron Brooks as well, who's been playing here anyway. Bring him in, and that will be kind of our offseason. Now, if we did trade CJ McCollum, because he's not, I don't know. He could be impactful right away, don't get me wrong. But if I traded CJ and Yao Ming, I'm just curious what this would get me. So DeAndre Jordan, Brandon Knight is definitely very interesting. We can get a really good backup 5. We might have to do this. Considering this is our last offseason, we might have to do this. It kind of sucks to not keep CJ here, but I think we got to do that trade. We get a good damn backup 5 in DeAndre Jordan and Brandon Knight, who's a good backup point guard. I think we do this trade. We're going to do this trade. We want to give ourselves the best chance to take down that Thunder squad. So just like that, we now have DeAndre Jordan, Greg Oden together, Sean Williams, Aldridge, Batum, Fernandez, but Brandon Roy, and Brandon Knight, and Aaron Brooks. So that looks good to me. I'm hoping that was the right decision to make. We're about to go into this final season here, hoping to bring home a championship. Another one that is. We got one already in this video. Very beginning of the season, or very beginning of this video. We stole Scott Brooks from the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're gonna hope that this ends up working out the way we want it to. So proficiency is 3.5. We could probably be, no, we're not a 4-star. Kind of surprised by that. So Greg Oden's coming off the bench for DeAndre Jordan, which I don't mind. That's you know, DeAndre Jordan back in his heyday was damn good. So let's take a look at it. So you had Lowry, Brandon Roy, Batum, Aldridge Jordan, Greg Oden, Brandon Knight, Rudy Fernandez, and Sean Williams and Aaron Brooks. We'll just run a 9-man rotation, shrink the bench utilization down, and we will go with this, and we will see how we do in the regular season. And hopefully this time we don't get the 4th seed while winning 60 games or something weird like that. I don't know what the hell that was all about. So another MVP award for Russell Westbrook. Giannis gets Rookie of the Year, and we are about to chime into our 4th and final season. So LA Clippers in round 1 once again. This time we are the 2nd seed. So are the standings weird this time again? Like, was that just a glitch last year? No, there's some weird rule that was implemented. I don't know what it is, but there was definitely a weird ass rule that was implemented, because that is so bizarre that it has to do with something with divisions. I don't know what rule I approved or didn't pay attention to, but that was a weird rule. So 22 from Brandon Roy, 20 from Batum, 18 from Aldridge, 14 from Kyle Lowry, 13 from Knight, and then 10 and 10, 9 and 12 for DeAndre Jordan. So some damn good centers that we got going. So let's see if we can beat the Clippers. Of course, we gave them CJ McCollum, didn't we? We gave them Yao Ming and CJ. CJ in his rookie season averaged 14, so he was pretty good right away. But hopefully we don't lose them in round 1, and we are going to hopefully beat them in 6. No, we're going to a game 7. So game 7 in Portland. So they want to give more minutes to DeAndre Jordan. If that's what we need to do to win this game 7, I'm all for it. So let's see if we can get out of round 1. The Clippers beat us last year. They actually swept us. So hopefully we don't lose to them again. And it's not looking like we're going to win this series. So we're going to end this video with a very disappointing ending, which really sucks because I was hoping to go on another run. But unfortunately, the Clippers are going to have our number once again. So that really sucks. Even though we stole DeAndre Jordan from them, it doesn't matter. We're going to lose here, which really sucks. So Blake Griffin trying to score over me. I got to stop there. Man, this score looks beautiful, bro. I'm not going to lie. So we got both our centers on the floor at the same time, which is kind of weird, but whatever. So I'm going to go shoot a 3, and we're going to splash that. So, you know, Kyle Lowry hits a 3. Maybe, just maybe, we can make a late comeback here, but I highly doubt it. But we're going to try anyway. So, let's see what... wow. That was a nice pass, and we're going to foul. So, okay. Number 6 is... I don't even know who number 6 is, but he just threw a beautiful pass. It says Marshall, but I'm not sure who that is. Okay. So, Blake Griffin's going to make both free throws. So we're down. We got to hit some threes, bro. We got to hit some threes. Brandon Roy. I almost backcourt. I definitely just backcourt. I'm such an idiot. All right. Well, that was great. I don't know why I even did that. That was so dumb. But hey, that's why I don't usually play 2K, because I'm not good at it. So, let's see if we can get a stop here after I just committed the worst backcourt violation in history. We probably... Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. Lowry is a pest on defense. Brandon Roy, mid. Okay. I deserve that. All right, so let's see if we can get another stop. Lowry, we got a steal. I gave it to Brandon Roy. His release was a little different than I expected. And that was a weird foul and one. Okay. That's probably the game, obviously. This really sucks. Marshall's going to convert the end. Nope, he misses it. Okay. Give it to Roy in the corner. Brandon Roy. Slow release. Oh, I hit that one. Okay. I actually hit that one. Nice. Kyle Lowry, 6 points. I hit another 3. We got Blake Griffin on Aldridge once again. Back to Marshall. He's going to go to Yao Ming. DeAndre Jordan on him. Yao Ming's gonna miss it. We just got hit a bunch of threes in a row. That's not too hard to do, right? All right, so let's see if we can. If I just drive this in the paint, I'm gonna see if I can find a wide open 3-point shooter. Not gonna happen. Wasting way too much time. Aldridge, give me a screen. I'm gonna just nope, don't. Okay, you know what? That actually ended up working out, but somehow I still missed that. I didn't mean to. All right, stop. Nope, offensive rebound going to whoever that is. Matt Barnes, is that who that's supposed to be? I don't know, but that sucked. Okay, so let's give it to Roy. I'm just gonna maybe drive this in the paint. John Jordan's gonna give me a screen. See if I can maybe make something happen here. Draw a foul. Nope, no foul drawn. Gonna give it to Lowry on the perimeter, and we're gonna hit that. Okay, nice. But there's only 11 seconds, so that's not gonna matter. Okay, guys. Well, fun little gameplay to end the video. A lot of tragic moments, but hey, at least I had 3 threes. I'll take that. So, yeah, that's your video. So at least we got one in year 1 where I didn't do anything, but I'll still take it. Hope you guys enjoy the video regardless. We get eliminated round 1 2 years in a row by the Clippers, unfortunately. But I'm gonna end it there. Thank y'all for watching. Comment down below the next historic team you want to see. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.